let's just take a moment and just appreciate that we're actually here doing a podcast. So cheers to that, firstly.
Cheers to the first episode.
We've been speaking about this podcast for way too long, and the fact that we're finally doing it is an achievement within itself.
I'm very proud of us.
So...
one of the things that we did say we were going to talk about is how we're doing with our dry January situation, but obviously this whole set is covered with alcohol.
No, it's true. So if you follow me and Sasha on socials, Cheeky Zebra and Magic Clothing, we tend to talk about our personal lives maybe way more than we probably should. And one thing about you is that you have a kebab addiction.
You're not be lying.
No, but you do.
No, but addiction's strong.
Sasha has that much of a kebab addiction that the person who makes her kebabs leaves her love notes. But I think that's mainly because he wants to keep you in business.
Okay, stop. Two things. They're not love notes. They're post-it notes of affirmation.
No, they're not. They say that we love you. No kebab shop leaves notes like that. But anyway, my addiction is that I have a binge drinking...
coping...
mechanism.
You're an alcoholic.
Hi, I'm Dhillan and I'm an alcoholic. But anyway, it's going to be a weekly thing where we speak about how we fail our...
No, hopefully not fail. Maybe some weeks we'll win.
Yeah, some weeks we may win.
So, okay.
But this week we failed.
So basically, the end of the story is we're not doing great with the whole dry January situation.
No, we're not doing really good at all.
And I'm not doing good with the kebab situation, and I am going to die of diabetes. Love that for me.
Haven't you got diabetes already?
No, basically, I thought if I say that I've got it, I'll start acting like I've got it, and then...
Is that working out well, drinking Lucozade every day?
It's not every day. I thought just on the podcast.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, anyway. So, I have seen on social media that you paid for a in-person, or was it...
It was virtual. Is this a stylist thing?
Styling session. Can you explain to me how this styling session worked out and why you didn't ask me?
Okay, first of all, of course I didn't ask you.
Why?
You're just too savage. Imagine I called you.
One time we went to Zara together and I picked you out a jacket and you loved it.
I'll be honest, I did love it. It was really expensive and I have never worn it again. I'm just being like 100% honest. Guys, it was like massive. It was like this puffer jacket. It was really warm. And also, in my defence, I've had quite a few kebabs since I decided. So I can only wear it open. Okay, so basically, this woman, she was on she used to work for John Lewis and she did like loads of reels. And she wears loads of bright colours and I've decided I want to wear bright colours, but I've been too scared to wear them. And the reason I didn't want you to be my stylist is because, can I just make a confession? Like, you know my personal style? I want to dress like Ugly Betty. Like, I just want to wear like really bright colours and I think you're going to be disgusted.
Oh, was that like I have a company that's all about bright colours?
I just thought that if I told you, you were going to be like, Sasha, why do you want to dress like a 5-year-old?
No, I see that. I see you being the Asian Ugly Betty. Like, I think that's a fit for you. It's very on brand for you.
Will you take me shopping?
Ugly Betty with a side of kebab. I think that works.
That's actually outrageous. Okay, so anyway, basically, I had to send her some photos so she knew like what my body type was.
Did you do naked pics?
So basically, I realised I thought that she meant like in my underwear. She didn't.
So you sent her pictures of yourself in bra and pants, and she didn't ask for that.
Yeah.
Wait, firstly, why would you think she would want that? What would make you think that she'd need to see you naked to know what clothes you would wear?
First of all, I wasn't naked. Okay.
Your tits and...
No, I didn't have my... Yeah, they weren't. I didn't put my nipples in it. It was just like...
Yeah, I know, but what would make you think in your head that that's what she needed
because
to see?
How else is she going to see like what she's dealing with?
Just a t-shirt and leggings,
so that didn't occur to me, and it was really awkward because I put my camera on the tripod and I was like running in front of it trying to take pictures, and then I was like, oh, the lighting's not good.
Did you press 10-second timer to
yeah,
sprint
no,
to where all your mugs and car boxes are held in your bedroom?
Can you try and take this serious, please? I'll try and take these photos. And then my mum walked in and she was like, what?
Did she join in too? Did you think it was 2 for 1?
You've actually met my mum. I need you to apologise.
Did she think? Can she style me too?
Can you stop? Imagine, I was like, Mum was literally like, why are you filming yourself in a prank? I was like, anyway, can we get onto topic?
Everybody, your nanny saw that as well, but anyway.
OnlyFans aside, so I basically sent her my nudes, and so she said, so I basically said to her, like, I think I'm an apple. because obviously I'm fat, so I'm like I cut my weight.
I would say you're more of like a pear.
What? So do you know what I mean? Don't you find that all Indians, like, we hold our weight like on our bellies like water buffaloes, just generally?
No, we do.
Yes. So anyway, I thought I was an apple. I'm not an apple or pear, apparently. Don't just say that she said this. Because
What did she say? Did she say you was a pear?
No, she said I was an hourglass. Wait, before you start giving me shit, because I know you're like, no, you're not fucking hourglass. Apparently, it's not based on how, it's based on your hips and your, no,
ass.
Why did I point here? No, shut up. It's based on your shoulders and your hip measurement.
Oh.
It's based on my shoulders and my hips. I'm actually an hourglass.
Sasha, I think you're great. I just don't understand.
Well, basically, I did all this shit.
But what did you get from it?
So she sent me a mood board of all these things that she thinks that...
That you can't afford.
They were all very affordable, and most of them were from M&S.
Okay.
Anyway, I bought 2 pairs of trousers, and she was so lovely, and she gave me loads of good advice. But I bought the trousers. She said wide leg were my ones. I wanted to wear some like bright pink trousers and be like a boss bitch. Can you understand the vibe with trainers?
I'm trying to envision it.
Can you try harder, please?
Yeah, it's a shock. Like, I'm trying to look at it now.
Shock.
I can see it.
It shouldn't be a shock.
I'm just thinking of like a pink highlighter pen.
I'm wearing these bright pink trousers, a whole thing. The order came from M&S. I tried it on. I went outside, showed my mum, and my mum was like, Sasha, genuinely, you look awful. She was like, I'm not trying to be nasty, but they're really unflattering.
But what are you dressing up for when all you do is go to your nanny's office to print cards and come
Shut
back
up.
home?
Sometimes I go to the kebab shop.
Are you going to dress with a neon suit?
No, right,
neon
stop.
big suit to
Can you
collect your
stop?
kebab?
I'm going to be the future CEO,
No,
and I want to start dressing more worky
I'm here for
and
that.
more bright and more confident. And also, when I wear colour, don't you feel better about yourself?
Not really.
Okay.
But I'm just trying to think, where are you wearing these outfits? Because you don't go nowhere.
But now I'm going to start going places.
Where are you going?
I go out sometimes with my friends. I've got other friends apart from you.
That's fine. I'm not offended.
But I don't go out. I was just trying to make you feel bad because I was feeling it.
I've got no friends.
Okay, so
I
anyway.
don't have any other friends.
But basically, this year, my goal is I just want to wear more bright colours and just feel more like I look like a boss bitch.
Okay.
Because
No,
I
I'm
live
here
in
for that.
leggings
No, I get
and
that.
jumpers. And I'm going to lose loads of weight and stop eating kebabs, and it's going to be my year.
But I feel like you can still have your year by having kebabs and just enjoying yourself too, and wearing neon colours.
Okay, so we're going to try that too.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to stop eating kebabs because I'm going to lose a leg
I'm
to
here for that.
diabetes.
Good. Well, in other news, I'm trying to learn the keyboard. My New Year's resolution.
I saw that and I was like, that can't be. He's just...
No, my New Year's resolution is to basically be the brown Adele.
But you can't sing.
It did come with a microphone, this keyboard.
Stop it.
And I did try and sing When We Were Young by Adele.
Can you do a little bit now?
No, I don't. I haven't even touched the key
No,
yet.
can you just give me a little...
No.
Come on.
No, I'm not. There's no way I'm doing it.
Do you know what we need? We need to do a podcast like sound thing. Do you know what I mean? A
Sound.
jingle.
Oh, we need
You
that.
should sing it.
I would. When I've learnt the keyboard, I'll figure it out. But I've had the keyboard for about 2 weeks now, and I still haven't learnt a single thing.
What have you done?
I've
with
opened the box. I've unboxed it.
Have you done? Have you just pressed the demo buttons?
I have like. Remember in school when there was like the DJ button. Do you remember the DJ
Yeah.
button?
Are you just
It would just say DJ.
like a sound thing?
I've just sat there and just clicked the DJ button, and this drum thing, it just plays drums, and then that's it.
So how are you planning to actually learn though?
No, but I do plan to learn.
No,
this.
but how? Like, are you going to do a YouTube video? Why are you looking at me like I'm being stupid?
I'm learning from YouTube.
Yeah, so you're just going to learn
Yeah,
through
I just want to learn one song, and then once I've learned that one song, then
the brown Adele.
I'm gonna be confirmed as the brown Adele. But that's it.
Love that.
Right, so we have really big news that we need to share with everybody today.
What?
You got trolled for the first time.
Oh,
ever.
I got my first troll. Congratulations.
Congrats to that.
Love that for me.
I love that for you.
Do you know what? Can I just say, I'm so full of it because, like, I secretly had a little cry.
Did you get offended by it?
Of course.
What happened?
Let me read it to you.
Tell
Obviously, like, 1, it's hilarious. But 2, when I went to sleep, like, I did think about it a lot.
What did they say?
I thought about this person a lot, like a really big lot. Okay, ready?
Can we out them?
No, we're not going to out them.
We're gonna out them.
We're not outing them.
No, we should out them.
That's not very
No,
classy.
because trolling is not right. mouth underscore of underscore word.
No,
if you're watching this, your mum is a whore.
Can you not? We can't do that. Just anyway, let me tell you what they had to say, okay?
And you're a slag.
Can you finish?
And you're shit in life, basically. If you're a troll, you're a dick.
We're going to take the high road like Michelle Obama.
No, we are, but I just want to make it very clear that trolling is for sad, low life
we get
individuals.
Also, why do you say trolling like that?
Trolling.
You say it like Kim Kardashian, you're like trolling.
Trolling.
Isn't it just trolling?
Trolling.
Yeah.
Trolling. I'm dyslexic.
No, that's
Trolling.
not an
Okay.
excuse. Anyway, can you just... Why are you making about you?
Okay, sorry.
This is my first
Tell me
troll.
about your trolling experience,
Okay,
please.
thank you. So she said, my God, with a big exclamation mark, your cards are just vulgar. It's a sad state of affairs that you have a following. Says a lot about the people who buy them, but mostly that you suck, capital letters. Then she said, and have zero class. Then she gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vomit emojis, just loads of vomit. Then it says 20k followers. That's awkward because now I've dropped a little bit. But then she goes, tells you about the sad state of the world. It's amusing how white you try to be. Wait, she had a lot to say.
You're the proudest person I know.
Well, that's not true. And then she goes,
That's true.
and then play on the whole stereotypical meet the Kumars with your family.
How rich did you think you are?
Then she said, by the way, your cards are overpriced. Have a great day, but I can't cope with you and your pathetic IG stories and how you call everybody a snack. She proper gave one.
She rehearsed you, revised you, and then came at you.
I was like, I got bodied. I was ready. And I was
Did you
like,
respond?
before I was like, and then I was like, no, but you know what I'm like? I was going to be like, I was going to respond something a bit like, hey, appreciate, and then I was going to be like,
appreciate your feedback.
I was going to
Leave
say,
me a Google review.
you know, because I'm an idiot, like I'm just quite soft, or as you say, I'm just a big people pleaser. I was going to be like, hi, really sorry you don't like me, hope you have a great day. Anyway, before I could even reply, she blocked me. And then kept unblocking me to send more messages. It was actually really upsetting. It was so sad. And then when I went to bed that night, all I could hear in my head is, you and your stories are so pathetic, stop calling everybody a snack. And I was like,
Oh no.
but we are snacks. And I was just like...
That's right. If anybody's watching this right now, just want to tell them again. Mouth underscore of underscore word. If they have a Google page, leave them a 0-star
They're not going to
review
have a Google page, just put it this way. But I do want to discuss
and tell
it.
them we came from the Bad Friends podcast.
I just think she's having a bad day. And I just want to say to her that I hope everything works out.
No, fuck this person, firstly. I literally fuck them. You need to learn from this, and next time you get any kind of hate or trolling, or whatever you say the word is, you need to respond to them. You know, whenever I get trolled by anybody...
What trolls do you get?
Somebody sent me a shoe with shit on it.
Wait, sorry, sorry, what? As in,
They didn't even send me a pair of shoes that I could wear.
As in a physical
They
shoe?
sent me a physical shoe
Shut up.
with shit on it, and they posted it in a box to me.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
And what did they
But
say?
that's the least of it. I get death threats every day.
Now?
Imagine I get death threats every day when I'm trying to save people's lives at the same time.
Stop it. Are people sending you death threats like today?
No, I get death threats every
What was the
day.
last death threat you got? Like,
I get death threats just like, you fake, like, what you preach for, like, you deserve to die, like, you don't care about any of your followers.
you're not being funny. I know this isn't about you, but like, this has made me feel a lot better about myself.
Yeah, fully. I'm just like, I literally stay up until like 1, 2 a.m. replying to everybody. Then I get a message of somebody saying like, you deserve to die first. Like, you don't care about nobody. It's not like I do all this mental health kind of stuff for fun.
Well, that's not fun.
No,
Nothing
it's
about what you
not.
just
No,
said.
it's not fun.
I didn't know you were getting stuff like that.
Yeah, all the time.
So how do you like? No, this is genuine.
Sometimes
If someone's
I
like going,
search-
how do people like deal with it? Like, what would?
How I deal with it.
Maybe that's not the best.
I
way for other
voice note.
people.
I literally, like, when somebody sent me the last hate message, which was like yesterday, they would send me something like really nasty and vulgar. I would just voice note them saying,
What do you say?
like, I would come for their family.
No.
I'll be like, your mum is a whore.
Okay, so there's two schools of thought. Mine is just like, I hope everything works out.
No, but you shouldn't. Like, if they're happy to sit behind their keyboard and give it, then why can't you give it? And I know we're meant to hold this, like, respectable, like, professional point of, like, we're meant to be professional in what we do, and I get that. But if you're going to come for me...
No, I do get it. If someone's going to go and be, like, super personal at you, you're going to want to go back.
I'm going to come for you too. Like, I'm going to say that, like, I hope you break your neck tomorrow.
I mean...
I hope you fall down the stairs. I hope you shit yourself severely to the point where, like, you're in chronic pain. And you need to call 111 about how ill you feel inside.
So I think we're going to end the segment here now. And I think we're just going to say, I got my first troll. Congratulations to me.
Congrats to you.
Thanks.
But if someone's going to message us next time and say that we deserve to die...
Okay, no one's messaging me that yet. Can you not bring it on?
I get that, and I should be able to tell them that I hope they can, that they have verbal diarrhea for the rest of their lives.
No, I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. We'll move on. Why have you got so close to me?
I just like being close.
It makes me feel very uncomfortable.
It's warm.
Yeah, it is really freaking cold.
It is cold.
I know we haven't got any money yet, but do you think maybe we could afford to, like, when we get a sponsor, can we get some heat?
We'll get a heating sponsor to begin with.
Have you been watching Love Island?
I haven't been watching Love Island because I just think it's very unrealistic.
Okay, before we get into that, Dylan, this is too much. I'm going to need to back away from you. Okay, thanks.
God.
I need some fucking...
Is that sending me a help?
It actually did. Okay, sorry. So you're not watching it?
Yeah, what do you think about Love Island?
I just find it really boring.
Why?
I've never, like, watched it.
Have you ever watched any of
Do you
it?
want to know something really embarrassing? When I used to work in law, they used to talk about it every freaking lunchtime. And I used to, like, need to fit in and try and blend in with the partners. So I'd watch highlights and I'd, like, study it before I went in.
They do, what is that thing they do on Love Island?
The kind of catch-up thing.
They do, like, there's some, like, my staff have this app and they get, like, not like a secret thing, but like a catch-up.
I wish I had that because I used to have to just click through it really fast, or like or just go on social media, try and find the hot topic, copy somebody's opinion. Because obviously I didn't watch it, so I didn't have one. I just couldn't relate, and I needed to like bond with these people.
No, I get it. I don't hate Love Island because I've worked with. No, I hate Love Island,
Okay.
even though I've worked with a lot of the Love Island cast. But the only reason why I'm not for Love Island is because it just projects a very unrealistic image of today's society. Like, you've got to think, the people that we know, the people that follow us on social media, the people that we associate ourselves with on day-to-day life, they're not somebody you would see on Love Island.
Are you trying to say that I wouldn't?
No, I'm not. No, I would. You know, if there was somebody like you on Love Island, that would make me want to watch it.
I do think, yeah, it's a bit too perfect. I just get bored.
It is, and it's just like, these people are so fucking boring. Like, they're so shit. Like, how many times can you watch the same person talk about, oh, he or she's my type on paper, and like all this kind of shit? Like, you don't, like, when you meet up with your friend and they're telling you about somebody that they've met or somebody that they've seen, they don't talk about, they were my type on paper. Like, they're like my kind of person. It's just fake. Like, it's shit. But do you know what it is? Because I've worked with people on Love Island.
Well, this is what I want to know. I've got like juicy questions.
Yeah, they have told me that it's nothing like what we see on TV. Like, it's all very scripted.
Do you think they just get told, like, say he's my type on paper, see this?
Well, apparently there's producers who walk around.
Oh.
So there's the Love Island cast. Are you cold?
Yeah, I'm freezing. I shivered.
Yeah, I can see.
Can we please have a sponsor, because I can't work like this?
There's like a Love Island, there's the cast of like the people who go on Love Island, but then there's producers who also walk around and they basically start conversations and say to people, the conversation you just had, can you have it in the fire pit? Because what you just said was really good, but can you say it over there, please, instead? And I've heard this off contestants, because I used to freelance style. They've told me like how fake it actually is. But what I'm trying to say is, like, the audience who watch it and feel like, oh, I'm never going to be able to go on Love Island because I've got an extra role here, or my cheeks are a bit chubbier, or I've got bad skin, or do you know what I mean? I've got stretch marks on my stomach.
Yeah.
Like, how can I be seen as perfect? Like, fuck you, ITV. Like, fully fuck you, ITV. That the fact that they don't portray people who are actually realistic and normal. That's what frustrates me. That our audience are our age, and they feel like they have to be the certain way to be able to be in this demographic of like perfection.
No, I do think it's really damaging.
That's why I hate it. But what questions do you have for me?
No, I just wanted you to go off on all the people that you've ever worked with and tell me what it's like. So, like, when you say you've worked, who have you, will I know anyone?
I worked with Megan and Wes.
How was both? I know who Wes is. How was that?
Megan and Wes
Were they together?
They were together. So I worked with Megan and Wes as a couple to start with.
Right.
And then I freelance worked with them separately without them knowing I was working.
Did they break up?
They broke up at this
and
point.
then you were just like...
But because I had a relationship with them both,
Yeah.
Wes hired me for all of his like magazine shoots and anything like that. And then Megan also hired me, but I never told them both that I was working with the other person.
Yeah, but how were they?
At the end of the day, I just wanted my money.
I don't think that's...
I didn't want to be their friend. The last thing I wanted was to be associated with a Love Island person. Megan was lovely to work with. Let me just say that.
You know when someone starts a conversation...
No, so OK Magazine didn't... OK Magazine...
So wait, hang on. Did you style her from OK Magazine?
I styled her for the front cover of OK Magazine.
Okay.
I think.
Why are you such a stylist?
I think it was for the front cover, or we had a spread.
Okay.
It was a long while back now. And she called me one day and said, "What's your fee?"
Right.
And then I told her my fee, which is $4.50.
Is it still $4.50?
No, it's not.
Anyone,
It's like
in case I
it's
wanna get
1.5 now.
Ooh, all right.
But
Inflation.
that was just yeah. I need
Cost
to
of living
I need to
crisis,
keep my
guys.
electric on.
So then, yeah.
So then I basically spoke to her. I was like, "This is my fee." Wait, let me tell you from the beginning, like how I first actually met her, because she needs credit too, because she was a lovely person to work with. So I went to a mental health music festival.
I'm not gonna ask her.
Yeah, so at this festival there was like James Arthur, Ed Sheeran, Anne Marie, Hussein Manawar, who's a poet, and I went with Hussein.
Yeah.
So I was Hussein's +1. And backstage I got to meet James Arthur, Ed Sheeran.
What was Ed Sheeran like?
Ed Sheeran was the nicest person I've met. So bear in mind, I don't smoke. So I said to Hussein, after his set, he's going to want to go outside for a cigarette. So why don't we linger outside and pretend we smoke?
Wait.
So I got a cigarette off Megan
Yeah.
from Love Island because she was at this festival too.
Right.
I was like, "Oh, can I have a cigarette, please?" I don't know how you ask for a cigarette if you don't smoke. So she gave me a cigarette. I put it in my pocket. I was like, "Hussein, I've got a cigarette. We'll go and stand outside."
amazing.
No, I went. There was a Addison Lee outside, and I said to them, like, "Oh, are you for my client Hussein Manawar?" He was like, "No, I'm for Ed Sheeran." So I knew he was going to come out of this way.
Yeah.
So then outside, I lit this cigarette. Bearing in mind, I don't know how to like intake a cigarette.
Did you actually inhale it?
I put it in my mouth and I was like,
That's my favourite thing about this whole story is just imagining you standing there trying to look like natural.
I had to do what I had to do with the selfie for Ed Sheeran. So then as I was speaking to Hussein,
Yeah.
I said, "Hussein, if Ed Sheeran walks out, I'm just going to tap my ear so you can turn around and introduce yourself." Because I wanted those two to work together because Hussein's like my client
Yeah.
at the time. So when Ed Sheeran comes outside, I'm like, "Hussein, Hussein, he's there. Ed Sheeran's coming." So Ed Sheeran comes and he's just like, and I said to him, "Can I take a picture, please?" So I took a photograph with him. He was like, "I never forget a face." That's what he said.
Oh.
And I was like, "Okay, calm, but when are we ever going to see each other again?" I don't know when. But anyway, long story short, Megan, when I met her in the VIP area, she said, "Is there a smoking area?" And I was like, "I don't fucking know, but I want to kind of like get into this thing." The press, they were on their top 10 best couple dressed awards in OK Magazine, the Daily Telegraph. Like, I was getting my credit where credit was due. So I sent
really
them
wish-
these links, and I was just like, look, guys, like, we made top 10.
Like, you're welcome.
It was sick. And they were just like, okay, cool. Like, they didn't give a shit, obviously. But then once they broke up, I worked with them separately.
Right, I've got some juicy questions for the juicy question part thing. Are you ready?
Go on, tell me.
Okay, ready. Right, first question.
These questions have come from our audience.
So we put the questions on socials, and I've got some answers from people as well, which are actually quite funny. So, would you rather know the date of your death or the cause of your death?
I would personally... Are we answering these ourselves too?
Yeah.
I would like to know when I'm going to die, just so I can have a party beforehand. Like, I would want, like, if I was going to die next Thursday, Wednesday evening, I would throw a massive party that at midnight, I know I'm going to die. I would want to make sure that we're all, like, having a really good time. And at midnight strikes, I'm dead.
So it's like a nice dramatic ending.
Yeah.
And I think, no, I like that.
Yeah, I don't care how I die, really. Like, I would like to die in a bang, but not like a terrorist attack bang. I know we're brown, and that's stereotypical. But I don't want like a bomb to be in my mouth when I like die. Like,
Okay,
I would
so
like to die by
Not a
like.
terrorist death.
I
if
think
you
a
can help
shot
it.
in the head would be quite fun.
Can I do that? Could I do it?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll
give you the gun.
Would you mind? Would you let
Like
me?
Russian
If you-
roulette.
Because not being funny, if you
Like-
know that you're gonna die anyway at this time, you can just let me do the killing.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't it be nicer to be like killed by someone
I
you
would
know?
happily let you kill me.
Aw. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, so anyway, I was thinking that I'd rather know the cause of my death, but hear me out.
Diabetes.
No, that's what I was going to say. Because if I know the cause is going to be like something like cancer, then I can eat all the kebabs I want because they ain't going to kill me.
Fair.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's really smart. Okay, so I've got answers. So Mina said she would rather know when, so she knows to wear good underwear that day that she dies.
I guess cleanliness counts.
I think that's important. Someone said I'd inform the police my enemy had threatened me the day before. So somebody said they'd rather know when they were going to die.
Who said
This
this?
is actually so clever. I don't know. Amy and...
Amy. Oh, I know her. She's magic.
She basically said that she'd rather know when she's going to die. So the day before, she'd tell the police, like, that pick her enemy and be like, I think they're trying to kill me. So then they get done for it.
But, you know, I
That's
was
so
thinking,
clever.
do you know if I was going to know the day that I was going to die,
Yeah.
I would kill the person that I hated because I won't get done for it because I'm going to die.
That's so morbid.
It's morbid, but imagine if there's somebody who's like fully outdone you before.
And then that's it.
And like you actually want to kill them within reason. I know it comes
You
to like
can't kill someone with
I know it comes to a point in life where you want to kill somebody, but imagine you can just like stab them in the throat and you're going to get done for it because you're going to die anyway.
Okay, so we've just got cancelled, so I'm going to move on. My mum answered, and she
What did
said...
your mum say?
My mum said, I think I know the cause already, Sasha, but it'll be good to confirm it. Great. Okay, moving on. No, do you know what? Fuck, we're going to move to the next question. Okay, so the second question is... Okay, hold up. Are you ready? Would you rather give up social media or have the same meal for the rest of your life?
I don't think we could give up social media only because that's what pays our bills.
And also, we would just be empty people because it's our entire personality.
literally.
And also, if I could have like a kebab a day for the rest of my life, do you think I'd be unhappy? No.
No, I think you would be happy. I think if I had a bottle of jam shed a day,
It's not a meal.
I would rather have that as a meal anyway.
Yeah, I think that's really easy. But you know other people that are normal? Let's see what they had to say. So we had like, somebody said, same meal for the rest of my life because I could literally eat pasta and garlic bread forever. I'd love that.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Yeah, someone else said, same because, someone said, food is for basic bitches. What? Wait, what do you eat? What do you mean?
She must eat
Basic bitches that are just dead because
Yeah,
they didn't
fully.
eat. I don't even understand that. Someone said, yeah, food is 100% most important. Yeah, everyone just wants to eat. My fat ass needs seasoning. And I'm like, tough choice, guys.
She needs some like masala on her food or something.
So it sounds like, yeah, basically food
People
is
want
more
to
important.
eat
People wanna
more
eat
than social media. But we have a question.
Okay, so we have like an unofficial producer.
Yeah, so we're trying to sound really fancy,
But
even though we're
basically,
not. But
it's-
we have like a assistant for this show, but we're classing her as our producer to make us sound like we're official.
Yeah, but really she just has to work for you, which is
Yeah.
exhausting.
So
So,
Caitlin-
producer Caitlin, she's going to give us like a what question that we don't know. So what's our question?
Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history, private tabs included?
Would you rather have people have access to your history
Internet history, private included.
and private tabs included, or your thoughts?
So my internet history is a bit fucked because I Google really embarrassing things.
Can you give us an example? You have to give us an example of what you Google. Like, I could give you something really weird that I've Googled
Okay,
before.
go first then. Go on then. No, you first. You've just said.
Like, sometimes when I shit, I have blood in it. So I Google, like, why's my shit got blood in it?
A separate note, like, can you get that checked out, please?
No, I called my doctor about it.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine. It's just because I'm stressed.
Okay, great. Brilliant. Okay, moving on. I can't. So my.
No, he said when your anal glands, they just smell.
We don't need to know about your anal glands. I'm done. I'm actually done with this podcast. I can't.
But I said to my doctor, like, my shit's got blood in it.
No, I
And he was
understand.
taken back because I said the word, like, my shit's got blood in it. Like, how do you tell a doctor your shit's got blood in it without saying the word
You
shit?
say stool.
Stool.
Yeah, there we go.
Then when he said stall, I was like, I don't sit on a stool.
Shut up. Did you actually not know what it was?
No.
I thought you were trying to make a dad joke.
No,
Did you, like-
fully. Like, when he said, what do you mean your stall? I'm like, I don't sit on a stool.
I
I sit on a
can't.
chair.
Okay, we're going to move on. So basically, no, but if people read my mind, I think my life would be over. So I think I'd rather you could see my history.
I think their life would be over even if they saw your history.
Agree. Because the other day, you know how I keep making jokes about how we're going to put me on OnlyFans to pay for heating for this podcast because it's too cold?
It's very cold.
So obviously I Googled naked kebab eating OnlyFans just to see like what my market would be.
I feel like there's nobody out there who eats
I found
naked.
someone. That's my...
Someone does
I
that?
saw someone.
Wow.
She's in America.
Is she Asian?
No, so...
That's where you will level up on that one. You can win that one.
Also, if Nanny's watching, no, I promise. I just want to apologise to my nanny if she's watching this. If you don't know, she's my 72-year-old grandma and I use her for free labour.
Fair.
Okay, I think that was a brilliant ending to our questions.
It was.
As if we've made it through our first podcast episode. Can we just
This
take a
far.
moment?
Yeah, I know.
I didn't actually think this was going to happen. So we wanted to do this cute thing at the end. Do you remember? Bad
The
friend.
bad friends of the week.
So we've got bad friend of the week. So we'll like do it on social media. But this week's bad friend, her name's Sean, and she's from Middlesbrough. And she said that she thinks she's bad friend of the week because she's finally started saying no to people. So basically, she was saying that at work, they always have to do this thing where they like meet up every week and for drinks. And she says that she hates doing it, and then she spends all her money. And
Which
so now
is
she's just
fair.
like, because she said I just said no.
Firstly, we need to clarify, when we mean like bad friend of the week, we don't mean actual bad friend
Yeah,
of the
we
week.
don't.
Like,
We're not celebrating
they're
being
not
a terrible person.
yeah, they're not a bad friend. They're basically just standing up for what they choose to actually want to do instead of having to do it.
Yeah,
And
it's
Sean,
like a small win of the week.
we see you because we never want to spend time with our staff or your mum or nanny after a week's worth of work.
I'll be honest, after a long day, I have to go, and Nanny's like, oh, do you guys want to go out for drinks? I'm like, no, Nanny,
no, thank
not
you.
not
I don't want
today.
to
Do you know she makes the same joke every time? She drinks a plain glass of water, and she goes, oh, gin and tonic. It's so cute. It's so cute.
No, but I think it's fair. I think Sean has a valid point. Sean from Middlesbrough, I agree. You don't have to spend time with people because you feel like you have to. If it's not mentally right for you, then just don't do it.
Yeah, so shout out to Sean, you're our first ever bad friend of the week. And thank you for surviving the first ever episode of the...
Bad Friends podcast.
Okay, thanks, bye.